Hi do everyone. I think we are live. I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, Sparky is awake. For how long? I don't know. I have no control over her. Welcome to episode 19 of streaming live from my living room. If it's your first time tuning in, my show is rated this. Wait, that's the wrong pillow. That's Agent Cooper. It's not rated Agent Cooper. My show is rated that. You have been warned. Thank you. And Sparky warned you as well. Uh, so here's the thing. Episode 19. Um, we we never thought it would go this long. Back in March. I love those flybys. They're kind of magical. Wish I could, you know, do that on cue. Uh, Keep the donations coming in. As I said before, they keep the electric on. Buy t-shirt. There's also mugs for sale and also pillows for sale. Also, um, and the absolute greatest donations were way back in March, which makes a lot of sense because it was all new. We were just starting, and we're like, oh my God, Raymond, you lost all your gigs. That's terrible. Here, let's watch. Let's have some money. And then, like, but now it's August, and you're like, fuck that, man. I can't support that fucking Amish comedian. It's not my fault. The entire entertainment industry is down to fucking shitter. I mean, I know a couple of you are out there like this far away, like one donation away from being able to claim me as a dependent on your tax return. So we don't want that to happen. Which oddly enough is that there's little groups of people that seem to meet at a coffee shop, even if they have to Zoom meet, to figure out which team is going to donate this week. And I don't know if you have names, if it's like Team Blue, Team Red, Team Peckerhead, Team Dog Ass, but somehow the different teams go, oh, it's Team Blue, you're up. So who's ever running that system, that's fucking badass. That's kind of amazing right there. And also, big shout out to my good friend Scott in the Philippines, who's helped me with so many computer things and has kindly set up my merchandise store on Teespring. You Peckerheads wanted mugs, you got them. You wanted pillows, you got them. Fuckers aren't buying them. You just said you'd like to have one. I don't think you understand how merchandise works, but they're available now. Uh, I don't run that, and it's a real pain in the ass. So thank you so much, Scott. The pillow that's on there now has this cartoon head of me, just this part of it, all over the pillow like a million fucking times, and it almost hurts your brain to look at it. It's kind of awesome. But Scott told me, he sent me a message. He goes, I can't do the pillow because I don't have the copyright to the artwork. It's a fucking cartoon of my head, for crying out loud. How can you not have the fucking copyrights? Not you, but how could you not have the fucking copyrights? It's the head off this fucking shirt that my buddy Clay drew for me. And they're like, so I don't know how the fuck somebody in the Philippines who technically lives in the future got the copyrights to my cartoon head to be able to put it on that pillow, but he fucking did it. So thank you, Scott, so much. I don't know what you had to do, but that's kind of amazing. And then I had an idea for some merch. And if you Peckerheads have specific merch that you want, hey, throw it in the chat. But you remember, you have to buy it. You don't just get it gifted to you. Since there's still people are wearing masks, I had the bright idea of doing an Amish comic quarantine tour mask. And so I was going to put this orange triangle on a black mask, and it would just say at Amish Comic on it, for like my social media. And when we looked at how that looked, it was so fucking scary that we said, no, we cannot fucking have that. It screamed fucking horror movie, science fiction movie, fucking apocalypse now. It was fucking frightening. And then it took over the whole mask, and then just a little one, and it was like, That's fucking scary. And then I figured something out. I don't want to sell masks. That's like really, I feel like a shameless whore enough streaming live from my living room, asking for donations, but selling an actual mask seemed where I found my line of shame. That plus seeing it scared the fuck out of me. So that having been said, uh, streaming live from my living room, I would love to have an HBO comedy special like all the comedians get, but now I'd actually like it from streaming live in my living room. Because here's the thing, too. A lot of comedians over the years, people I love, people that trust me, say, you know what you should do, man? You should do a one man show. Well, what the fuck do you think I've been doing for the last 19 weeks? This is as one man of a fucking show as you could possibly fucking do. This is a one man show. I fucking did it. I didn't want to do it, but that's what I'm fucking doing, man. So if HBO wants to give me a comedy special, Raymond the Amish Comics, one man show, quarantine tour, they can come in here and film. The only problem I see with this idea is that if you've seen those comedy specials on HBO, there's always a little video of the comedian on the way to the performance venue. And they're always sitting on a subway, like making notes on a napkin, like they're just writing their show. And they don't really give a fuck at all. They're just kind of like real casual, real laid back. And then somehow the subway train magically drops them off at the theater that's sold out, thousands of people to film their HBO special, and they pretend like it's an afterthought, like, oh, is that tonight? Yeah, okay. And then they just get off the subway and they just fucking stroll in as though they were introduced, and the place goes fucking nuts. Now, first of all, we couldn't do that here because there's no subway system in Emmaus. So the pre-show with me would have to be just like sitting on a fucking chair with notebooks and then pushing the chair back behind this curtain and then closing these fucking curtains. That's what it'll have to be. And that thing where the comedian doesn't give a fuck on the way to his HBO special, making notes on napkins, fuck you and a bucket of goo. That is not an accurate representation of how we comedians are before a big performance. If you want a more accurate representation, and theater people get this, think Tech Week. If you're in the theater and it's Tech Week, there's a lot of fucking stress, and people talk to you and go, not now, not during tech, not during tech. That's how a comedian would behave on the day of, probably the week of, going into their filming their HBO special. If you turn into real fucking assholes, it'd be like, my wife would be like, would you like something special for supper? How the fuck do I know? Of course I want supper. I want supper. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course I want supper. So that's how we are. That's more of a thing right there. But I don't know if I'm going to get my HBO special. So here we go. Here's some water. And if you weren't with us last week, we had a pee break. First ever live stream pee break. We're going to do another one of those here tonight, but I'm in control. I'm the pee master, so we pee when I say we pee, just so you understand that. All right. Well, you can pee now. You're at home. Who gives a fuck if you pee in your pants? Nobody really gives a shit. It's really kind of good time in lives to piss in our pants if we want to. I mean, as long as you're staying home, what the fuck? Also, I need to send a sincere apology to my beautiful wife upstairs who is monitoring the chats. And don't ask her fucking personal questions, you motherfuckers. I see he's in there snooping around trying to get information out of her. During last week's pee break, I ran up there and I wrongfully accused her of talking to her sister on the phone during my live stream when she has offered so graciously to monitor the chats, and it didn't seem like her, but that's what I fucking heard. And then I came back down from my pee break and I went fucking nuts. I'm like, oh my god, my wife's up there instead of monitoring the chat. She's on the fucking phone with her sister. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I'll tell you, because I know what happened there now. When I ran past the bedroom en route to the bathroom, she's listening to the YouTube live stream on a kind of like a delay. So what I heard in reality was not her and her sister on the phone, but it was me yelling much like I am right now. So what's really fucked up about that is on some planet, I believe her sister sounds like me yelling. Apologies to all of my wife's sisters. So that was a kind of a fucking weird thing that happened last week. Apology for the pee break. And also, once again, my wife refuses to mock me. And that is why, let's see if I can get her into the show here. Sparky mocks me. Come on down here and mock me a little bit. See, since my wife is too nice to mock me, I have Sparky mock me on her behalf, and then of course I have to voice Sparky, and so throughout the course of the night I'm gonna have Sparky sometimes mock me. Like Sparky right now might say, "Way to go, dickhead! I didn't want to be in that fucking stupid show of yours. It's an embarrassment." That's Sparky mocking me with me voicing Sparky. So sometimes Sparky really mocks the hell out of me, and I'll tell you, my wife is so nice, and I'm sometimes so good at mocking myself with the voice of Sparky, that my wife is so nice, she will apologize to me on behalf of something mean that Sparky said to me, and I'm the one that actually fucking said it. So that's probably more information than I wanted to share with her. I told you that story would suck, dickhead. Sparky, I got it. Just settle down, all right? Hey, I forgot to do the welcome speech. Hop in the chat, introduce yourself, tell folks where you're watching from. That is absolutely fantastic. Appreciate you watching along, even those of you who are not there right now and are going to catch us on the replay. We who are here right now know that you are not here right now. I figured this out. These people in the living room watching me right now, and they know some of you fuckers aren't there now, but we'd like to welcome you later on the replay. Uh, that'll fuck people's minds up a teeny little bit for right there like that. So here we go. I had covered before about how I can fuck things up by seeing a doppelganger of someone. And then if I say it, it fucks things up for you. Flashback to The Godfather. There is a doppelganger in The Godfather at the big wedding scene who is a spitting image of John Lovitz, the pathological liar from however long that's ago. The fucker, he'd lie all the time. He goes, "That's the ticket." You remember that fucking guy? Okay. Go to Godfather 15 minutes and 53 seconds in, and you will see at the wedding John Lovitz. That's the ticket, doing all his fucking sweet dance moves, and it's gonna fuck you up, and it's gonna ruin that movie for you. You're welcome. You fuckers, thanks for hanging in there with me. It's this is pretty fucking nuts, man. August. Wow. Damn. Alright, so here we go. More shit. A public service announcement. Make sure you have fun in your life. Do fun stuff. Take time out for yourself. Really fun stuff like yoga or paint or do fucking something like that. I'm a reader. I like to read. It sounds boring, but that's what I like to do, man. I like to read. When we have book club, and we've all just read in book club Warbreaker, which was a lot of fun, but a weird thing happened because I'm the slowest reader, and in the little book club that we have, everybody reads faster than me, and then they text secrets and they giggle, and for about a week, I was ahead. I was the farthest one ahead. I knew all the secrets of Warbreaker that I couldn't fucking say, and I'll never fucking take the lead again in any fucking book. I don't like the burden of having those fucking secrets. You can't fucking text anybody. You can't say dick. And you can't even, like, quiz them. Hey, did you get to the part where the nuts get ripped off by a mule, by three chariots going this way and that way? You can't say dick. Best case scenario for the life of a book club person who's in the lead is you send a text, what page are you on? What the fuck? And if they're 50 pages behind you, yes, you can leaf back to that and see what they know that you don't know, but you don't even know how much of that shit they know unless you read them motherfucking 50 pages. So I reject being first in book club. Never gonna do it again. I like when people are ahead of me and they can just text each other and say he's getting to the part, watch him and film it. That's where I'm fucking comfortable. So if you're just starting a book club, you don't want to take the lead. Terrible spot to be in. All right. Okay, like I say here, I got some cheater notes and I'm all over the place, as is my way. Celebrities are streaming their balls off. That's a good thing, and it's a sad thing too. Well, it's kind of cool that they're doing shit. And then I see stuff, and then I go, that's fucking amazing. And then my fans see it, and they go, oh, you should do that. You see, John Krasinski, the good news guy, he zoomed the opening number of the Broadway musical Hamilton with the cast in their various homes, and they zoomed it to a kid who sadly couldn't go see Hamilton because they didn't perform, and they fucking nailed it. And the sound is beautiful, and they was editing this way and that way, and they're going, and then people post on my wall, you should do something like that. Yeah, if I had a fucking $30,000 budget, they got fucking microphones and sound mixers, and they got assholes taking care of the audio and the video and all that happy horse shit. Yeah, I can't even use my fucking cell phone right now to check a video on Instagram to see how many fucking views it has because my phone is fucking busy right now. They have fucking all this equipment, and I'll tell you something else. If I had $30,000, I'd have to ask myself the important question. Do I want to have, blow that 30 grand on one big Broadway number right here in my living room, or possibly put a down payment on a fucking house? I'm not quite sure how I'd spend that fucking 30 grand, but appreciate your suggestions, but some of them are a little fucking out the window there. So casually peeking down at my notes. There we go here. All right. Well, see, all my notes don't fit on one page, and then when I have to go to the next page, sometimes I go to the wrong one. So that's something else about this streaming. I knew there was a point to this. Usually there's a point to what I'm talking about. So I know how much so many of you, my fans, appreciate it so much, are anxious for me to go out into the world and perform live. I miss performing live. I can't even begin to tell you. Summers typically suck for stand-up comedy, so the choices are kind of limited. And as though, even though I'm very anxious to get out there before a live audience, I am also waiting for the baseball experiment results to come in, because fucking baseball said everything's fine. 4 days later, we lost the fucking Marlins, all right? That's why I'm waiting for the fucking baseball results to come back in. And then that the Marlins, we lost them, okay? That fucked up the Phillies and the Yankee game, and nobody fucking knew what to do. You know, on the Twitter, where they have the scores there, you just, you know, what's trending, which I clicked on it, Phillies, Yankees, I clicked on it, and it said, delayed. Now, call me old school, but when I hear the word delayed in relation to baseball, I think fucking rain. I don't think fucking COVID-19, fucking Black Plague pandemic. I think delayed is a very polite phrase for the Marlins fucking destroyed the whole fucking universe by being fucking assholes. And they're gonna quarantine for a week, which I thought we were supposed to quarantine for 2 weeks, but somehow baseball can do things even faster. Now, only 2 or 3 days after that, four of the St. Louis Cardinal guys thought being a professional baseball player isn't exciting enough. I think let's go to the casino and gamble with money and people's lives. And now they went and fucked people up this way and that. So until they straighten some of this shit out, I'm going to be filming right here in the HBO special living room that is my house. And I don't want to address this. I don't want to get all fucking political on your shit. Because people say, you can't live your life in fear. I'm not. I'd rather be home anyway. I'm happy. I think if I fucking ran around out there and played baseball for the Marlins, that would be fucking living my life in fear. I have a happy life, beautiful wife. My pets are fucking nuts. I am actually very much enjoying my life. I'm not living in fear, just as I don't live in fear of getting hit by a train because I don't sleep on the railroad tracks. You see what I'm saying? Happy life. There we go. Wait for baseball to figure shit out. And then there's more baseball fun. The Astros thought, because they're playing under the pandemic rules and all that shit, everybody would have forgot about them cheating to win a World Series. They were wrong about that because they were fucking getting bean balls thrown at them like right away, man. It's just the first, boom, and then like, oh fuck, they must have remembered. And I'm sure the Dodgers had a little meeting like, we got to throw at them, man. So umpires will throw us out here. No, everybody's got their mind focused on fucking COVID-19. It'll be fine. And then another guy said to the other guy, let's just fucking throw at him, man. And if he ducks before the ball's going to hit him, we'll know they're still stealing signals. So throw that fucking shit. Foul. Good luck to baseball. I hope nothing bad happens there. I wish them well. But like I said, I'm waiting for the baseball experiment fucking kick in. Let's see. Also don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but see, I had a mission statement, which I didn't realize back in March. My mission was to get us all through these rough days and provide a little fun until, everything was fine. No way did I think this fucker was going to go into August like this. So I have a revised mission statement. My new mission is to get us all through the year 2020, which I think we can all agree has been a fucking fail. Historians, millions of years from now, will look in iCalendars and iPhones and go, how come there's no 2020 in this fucking phone? You don't fucking want to know. There's even a movie about this year, 2001, A Space Odyssey. I know it's off by a number, but it was the same point. I put on fucking 2001, The Space Odyssey to take my mind off the pandemic, and you won't believe this, because I forgot. 2001 is actually about an epidemic on a planet called fucking Clevis. Some motherfuckers were crying out loud. And then Hal went fucking nuts. The computer in there singing Daisy, Daisy. And my fucking iPhone singing to me and shutting fucking shit down. 2001 is actually a good description of what is going on now. For reasons I couldn't tell you, the monkeys and shit are beating the fuck out of each other. And that's how we are now. We have a little tension going on, and they're fucking pounding each other and fucking bones flying all over the place. And then somehow they take a bone and throw it up in the air, and it turns into a spaceship. That's on the kind of, we're all fucked up now all the time from prescription drugs and smoking dope and all, getting all liquored up all the time. That part actually makes sense to me. But then this bone spaceship is somehow in the future. And I don't know if they're at an airport or whatever the fucking weird is, but they have IKEA furniture, bright purple in this, wherever the fuck they are. It's like 19 Prazdroj chairs, and I know it's IKEA furniture because nobody's fucking sitting in them, for crying out loud. And then the asshole guy, he phones home to his daughter that's her birthday. And like it's fucking nothing. He's your mother there? No. Happy birthday. Are you going to be at my party? No. Daddy's in space. Okay. You want anything special for your birthday? A phone. There's a lot of phones in the house. Would you like something extra special, baby? Extra special instead of a phone for your birthday? Yeah, a bush baby. Sure. You know what a bush baby is? It's like a fucking Australian squirrel, a fucking psychopath eyes and all that happy horse shit. Motherfucker. So the 2001, to relax my nerves, did not do the job it was supposed to do, but that movie should be renumbered 2020. So the goal for me is to get us through this fucking year, to get us to New Year's Eve, and we're all happy when the year clicks over, and them glasses with the fucking year on them, I don't know if they wear the new year coming in or the year that's wrapping up, but you have to agree with me. If you walk around New Year's Eve and see anybody with glasses that say 2020 on them, you're going to beat the fuck out of them with a baseball bat that the Marlins can't use. Oh. I do love this shit, man. I see he's out there. A lot of you folks are alone. They're not now. We're like hanging out in each other's living room. So that's cool and creepy at the same time if you think about it. All right. Moving down the list here. Oh, things we forgot. Already forgot it. Fuck it. That'll give me something for next week. Let's see here. Down there. Peeking at my notes. I'm not peeking at floor notes, just so you know. Well, not now. I'm looking there. Now I'm peeking at floor notes. See, there's a big fucking difference there. Okay. Also, back to things we missed. The Clee and Frank trip to Tennessee. My wife pointed out part of that fun story, and it's going to happen real quick, but it's kind of a cool thing. So this is Clee, me, Frank, hanging out in Tennessee, young hippies. We were at a little roadside family picnic area, and because we were idiots, three of us bought whips for no apparent reason. And we pulled in to this family picnic area, and there was a nice family there, and there's mom and pop and 3, 4 kids running around, and they were already fucking scared of us. And Clee takes his whip out and goes whack, and cut the head right off of a flower that was sitting like this. And it was one of those fucking movie cuts where it sliced it, and the flower didn't fall right away. It waited till the whip was gone, and then the flower went. And then the family packed up their picnic, and they got the fuck out of there. So, things you've missed. Clee whip story. Thank you, wife. Maybe you had to be there, or maybe that scares you enough that you're packing up the picnic right now and getting the fuck out of here. I don't know. Clee whip story. Boom. Roasted. All right. Let's see here. Moving down the list here. Entertainment picks for the week here. Netflix has an amazing thing called moving art. It is gorgeously filmed stuff. It's very relaxing. It's all different. Sometimes they're under the ocean. Sometimes they're going over mountains. It's very relaxing until I start saying what the fish would say in the thing. Then it becomes kind of a little bit nerve-wracking, and then Sparkey will say, "Put a cork in it, dickhead." Well, the fucking fish wouldn't even say that. So that's a great show until I start saying what the fish would say. Another entertainment pick I have for you is the Winnebago guy. If you haven't seen him, he's on Netflix. He's the guy that, like me, who did Winnebago commercials, and he cursed like a motherfucker. That's a great thing. If you have a lot of time on your hands, and let's face it, who doesn't? Now is the time to get caught up on Twin Peaks Season 3. It's absolutely amazing. No spoilers in there, except...
This is a reminder. Excuse me, but you promised we'd all get a pee break, and I think it's time right now.
You heard that right, Babumsa?
This is a reminder. Excuse me, but you promised we'd all get a pee break, and I think it's time right now.
A pee break, and I think it's time. There you go. It's official. It's a pee break. Twin Peaks season 3. Dr. Amp is my inspiration, even though I'm not political. The fucks are at it again. Pee break. I'll see you in a pee break. Here we go. Look out. All right. The bathroom. Did you folks all hear the I'm in the bathroom announcement? Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
Pee break's over. I'm back.
Announcing.
Pee break's over. I'm back. All right. There we go. I'll drink some more water so maybe we can tag on another pee break here. This makes me look so fancy, but man, fuck it. All right. Checking out my notes. Oh! Another shout out to my friends Sandy and Crenshaw, and they had they're on vacation now, and so they are very dear friends of mine. Talked about Crenshaw before. They're gamers, right? As they play games, they also invent games. And for some of my sick fuck audience out there, we're talking Dungeons and Dragons here. There's not these weird sex games here where they're rolling dice and doing all kind of weird shit. Well, maybe they do that. I don't really know. But as far as I can tell, it's just normal gamers. They were supposed to be at a big game like version of a Comic-Con this week, and they couldn't go. And that sucks batshit balls. So what did they do? Instead of staying home and crying, they did what Eddie, suburban couple would do, living right outside of Philadelphia, who wanted to go to a game convention. They decided to go to Jim Thorpe. Normally I would mock that, but now I get it. Why did they go to Jim Thorpe? To see other fucking stuff that wasn't in their town. Let's just go fucking see something that is somewhere else. We don't give a flying fuck what it is. We just want to go see other shit. So they stopped off here and they peeked in the door. We had our masks on. We all said, "Bye, hello," and all this happy horse. And that was actually quite a lot of fun. And I told him, since you're going to Jim Thorpe in the middle of the town, there's a caboose there. Okay, so there's a story from a long time ago. So Peckerhead used to own all the holiday hair fashions. He hired me, and he was a local art collector, and he was showing off his art collection. He didn't have nowhere to put it, so it was on the second floor of a holiday hair fashion. A lot of art smashed in together. It looks a little fucking crazy, but he had a giant painting of the caboose, and because I'm a smart mouth dick, he said, "I own that." I'm like, "Well, I figured you owned the painting unless suddenly you got into like some kind of art thieving thing here and there's snow and everything above. He goes, no, I own the caboose. Fuck me. At that moment in time, I was thinking I should have charged him way fucking more for the private parties that I did. So there you go. More notes down here. Oh, I really am happy to see you, Peckerheads. I like to try to reach out to you fuckers right there and shake hands and high five and all that shit. But did you ever wonder who cheers me up? Who makes me happy? And I will tell you who it is. My wife, and it's mostly accidental. You see, my wife has this amazing ability to deliver any news, good or bad or in between, with the same kind of non committal, serious start to the story. So I don't really know if it's a good story or a bad story or a happy story till it fucking gets going a teeny little bit. So this past week, she came in and she said, I want you to hear something in the kitchen. That's bad. Right away, there's no fucking New Year's Eve party going on in the fucking kitchen. And there was like this, it seemed like there was fucking weevils in the wall. It was driving me fucking nuts. And I'm listening. I'm like, she goes, do you hear that? Yeah, I fucking hear that. And I'm fucking listening. And I put my head to the wall. And I could hear the fucking weevils riding around, climbing around. And I'm like, fuck me in a bucket of goo. And I got fucking weevils in my wall. And fuck me. I don't know what to fucking do. And then, sometimes I figure shit out. What it wasn't weevils in the wall. My wife just found like a 9,000-year-old plug-in yard fountain, and she taped it together with duct tape and put bricks and used some of my old belts to tie this fucking thing together, and it was running outside on the other side of that fucking wall, and it ran out of water because it all leaked out through my belt or the brick fix that she did, and it was going. Now, to me, that was fucking hilarious. That was one of the funnest things of this entire week. Weevils in my wall, thanks to my wife. Fucking amazing. Absolutely incredible. All right, now let's see what else we got going here. Yeah, that's not all that exciting. Oh, here's one. Put on complete Amish suit, jump in a swimming pool, and record a promo. Oh no, well, that's not a bit. That's a note. I was supposed to actually put on my suit and jump in the pool and record a promo bit to promote tonight's show, but I forgot to fucking do it, but at least I know where the note is. I looked all over that fucking note. You saw what happened to me before, alright? Alright. Which brings me to my shout out to Keith from the Keith Show, who told me that I should think of doing some yes or BS quizzes on my live stream, and we all know what happened last week when I said, since sports are back, let's do a sports yes or BS on football, and they had one about fucking Amish wedding season, and I couldn't find this motherfucker, but I'm pretty sure I've got the football yes or BS. It's quite simple. There's no prizes. I will say a statement, 5 of them actually. After every one, you will say yes or BS. Put it in the chat or say fuck you. We're not doing it. And here we go. So the quiz today is problems the Amish would face if they had an Amish football team. Yes or BS quiz. Number one look at the goalpost and they think someone started a barn raising and would finish it. Yes or BS. Huh? Number two, an Amish football team would most likely get penalized for planting corn at the 50-yard line. Huh? Yes or BS, right? Number three, an Amish football team would give up more touchdowns than the New York Giants because they're nonviolent, thus making them unable to actually tackle anybody and mostly employing the shunning defense. Yes or BS? Right, number 4 here. An Amish football team being unable to use lectric could only play day games unless they did a special candlelight service, huh? Yes or BS? Number 5 here for the no prize at all. An Amish quarterback would be unable to draw defense offsides with a hard count because a hard count would be considered to be lying. Maybe it's better if I wouldn't have found this fucking thing. You ever think of that? All right. Yes or BS? Fucking boom roasted. I start new segments all the time, and then I forget about them, so then they're fucking gone. But I started doing a thing because Twitter is a horrible place. Twitter can suck all the fucking joy out of your life. So I try to find crazy shit that's trending on Twitter and then report it back to you, peckerheads. And I mean that in a nice way. Trending on Twitter, businesses that aren't doing that well because of this horror that's going on, Kindles. They said people aren't reading during this pandemic. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all. Now's when you fucking read, for crying out loud. Now's the time you have to read all the fucking Wheel of Time books. You can read every fucking thing. If you're not reading and you can't go do anything, what the fuck are you doing? It's like in the olden days when you're sitting there staring at the TV and the fucking power went out and the fucking cable went out and then the electric came on first, but the cable guy wasn't as fast and you just sat and watched fucking snow. You absolutely have time to read. So that don't make any fucking sense at all. And I have prided myself in not going political at all, and this is actually not political, but I gotta tell you about it because it's too fucking good. On Twitter, trending, Kanye West is running for fucking president. As if the world isn't fucking crazy enough, Kanye West is running for fucking president. And as charming and delightful as Kanye West is, when he launched his campaign, it wasn't really received all that well. And they fucking made him feel bad about himself. And then Kanye West's friend tweeted out the next day that everybody should try to show Kanye West some love because he suffers from bipolar disorder, meaning no disrespect to anyone who is bipolar. It's not a good idea to fucking run for president if you're fucking bipolar. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a terrible idea. And show Kanye West some love. He's not the most accessible person in the world. How the fuck are we gonna show Kanye West some love? You think he's gonna fucking read a tweet from a fucking Amish guy broadcasting from his living room? The only way that I could show Kanye West some love is if he became Pokemon Go buddies with him and I could send him a fucking gift, for crying out loud. So that's what's trending on Twitter. In a bucket of goo. All right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's see, the weevils in the wall. That's not funny. Here we go here. Here we go there. Oh, I've been working hard on trying to do like goofs on movies and stuff. And I want to do Sling Blade Man, but I also want to do Doctor Strangelove. Then I can't decide between the two. So also, if you want to vote on either one of those, fucking do it. Because I'm fucking lost there. I don't have a clue. I got some of the lines down, though, I'll tell you that. I love old horror movies, old black and white ones, and Frankenstein movies and all that shit. The really, really bad movies. But I also like some of the, I wouldn't call them newer horror movies, but sometimes I didn't like them and now I like them. Secret Window. Check it out. It's kind of amazing because there was a time when we liked Johnny Depp and then we all got fucking sick of him. And in the movie Secret Window, a crazy man with his black hat shows up at his door all the time and says, "You gotta fix my story." So it's fun to watch Johnny Depp take one up the backside without Vaseline. That's the phone of doom. Actually, it is Baboomsa signaling the end of episode 19. Alexa, stop! I wish I had that kind of power in real life. So I don't have a whole hell of a lot to tell you here. I really appreciate that you are watching. Again, hang in there with me. Buy some shit, buy some mugs, buy some pillows, send some fucking loot. I love yous. I miss yous. I am very excited to perform live. And that's going to be a wrap for episode 19. I just don't have anything else really clever to say. I actually didn't think this moment in the show would happen. So basically, I'm just going to go back here and sit. Bye-bye. Oh, fuck. The stream is still running. Son of a bitch, bastard, motherfucker. The stream's still fucking running. I can't fucking just sit there. I gotta shut the stream off. You stupid motherfucker.